Jay-Z turned himself in tonight, and the cops started working on his rap sheet, accusing him of a stabbing at a trendy party.
I saw Un laying on the ground and just, like shouting like Jay-Z stabbed me. And I'm like, what? Like, what is he saying right now? I'm with two of my homegirls and he's like, Jay-Z stabbed me.
And your man stabbed Un and made you take the blame.
On a cold night in December 1999 inside a packed Manhattan nightclub, one moment nearly changed hip-hop history forever. Rumors, betrayal, ego, and a rising superstar under pressure, all exploding in a single confrontation. This is the story of the night Jay-Z's career almost never made it to the 2000s, and what really happened inside that club. In 1999, Jay-Z was moving heavy. Volume 3 was about to drop, but the whole thing leaked early. Bootlegs hit the streets fast, money was getting lost, and the industry people started pointing at one person, Un Rivera, a well-known New York executive connected to Biggie Smalls and Un Diaz, with Jay-Z in his book quoting that someone close to Big leaked his album. To Jay, this wasn't just business, it was betrayal. His circle told him Rivera was the one behind it, and Jay carried that anger straight into the next week.
Give it up to my motherfucking cousin Q-Tip for a trial for what?
Oh well. What's your name again?
9 years, and he been getting busy all in between that.
On December the 1st, 1999, Q-Tip's album release party at the Kit Kat Club, wall-to-wall industry names, champagne flowing, cameras flashing. Jay walks in fresh from his own listening event. He spots Rivera across the room, and in that moment, everything inside him snaps. Multiple witnesses say Jay walked straight up to him and confronted him. The official HipHop Files merch line is out now. Original designs inspired by the culture, the streets, the beefs and the stories we cover. If you like the documentaries and want to support the channel, hit the link in the description and go grab yours today. The two start arguing. People around them step in, voices go up and the whole corner of the room gets tense fast. Security tries to calm it down, but the place is too crowded. Then everything breaks loose at once. Pushing, shouting, people start screaming and a fight erupts in the middle of the club. But it's too fast and too messy for anybody to track properly. Rivera gets injured in the mayhem and Jay leaves the club immediately. And within hours, police are looking for Jay.
Police here at Midtown South arrested Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z. The rap star voluntarily turned himself in here at the precinct earlier this evening. Now, Carter is being held here in connection with that stabbing fight that erupted at the Kit Kat Club last night. But just a few moments ago, Carter's attorney had this to say.
He's not involved in this, period.
He was at the club?
That's my only comment. He wasn't involved in this.
So it was someone else that did the stabbing and the hitting?
I didn't say that. I said he was not involved in it.
Now, Slovis goes on to say that at no time was Jay-Z hiding from the police, that they were in touch with cops all day and that they're trying to resolve this as gentlemen. But as Mike Sheehan shows us, others say they've seen the dark side of Jay-Z.
I have my faults. I'm not a perfect person.
Rap star Jay-Z spoke with Fox 5 exclusively just a few weeks ago during a photo shoot for the cover of January's issue of Source magazine.
I don't want people to think that it's just everything is bounce, or can I get a hard knock life, you know what I mean? I have my dark days also,
Detectives in Midtown say that last night allegedly was one of his darkest. Cops say the hip-hop star was fingered in a stabbing inside a packed nightclub. Just about 11:30 last night when rap star Jay-Z, surrounded by his usual entourage, strolled into the Kit Kat Club here on West 43rd Street. Once inside, he had a confrontation with record producer Un Rivera. Cops say the argument heated up during a party celebrating a new release by rapper Q-Tip. Jay-Z and his crew surrounded the 33-year-old Rivera and his 29-year-old brother Corey. Witnesses say that Jay-Z allegedly plunged a knife into Rivera's stomach and smashed a bottle over his brother's head before running out of the club. I'd like to talk to you about what happened here last night?
I wasn't here last night.
This is not the first time Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, has been involved in a club brawl. Marcus Delgado knows all too well, and he still sports the scar to prove it.
Accidentally, I was pushed into Jay-Z, where he turned around and just
hit me with a bottle over the head, and his whole entourage, I mean about 30 guys, proceeded to jump me, hit me with tables and so forth and so on.
Delgado never reported the assault to cops until today. Now he's sorry.
He's just a punk, man, and it did not surprise me when I heard it this morning. I was like, wow, another one? Had I stepped up in '98 when he did this to me, Un wouldn't have gone through what he went through last night. Yeah, he does have to serve some time to humble him.
The next day, Jay turns himself in. He's charged. Headlines explode. Rapper accused of nightclub incident. If convicted on the top count, he's facing up to 15 years. This wasn't rap beef. This wasn't a diss track. This was real life. And one of the biggest stars in the world was suddenly one bad verdict away from prison. For almost 2 years, Jay-Z fought the case. Then in 2001, he took a plea to a reduced charge. No bail, but 3 years probation. He moved on. Hip-hop moved on. But the question stayed. What actually happened in the club? For almost 20 years, everyone assumed the same thing. Jay confronted Un, the fight broke out, and Jay did what he was accused of. Then in 2023, the victim sat down for an interview and flipped the entire story on its head.
Jay, bunch of us is in there. I ended up getting surrounded by a bunch of people. It was probably 10 knives that I knew of, and I ended up getting stabbed at the Kit Kat Club.
Was Jay-Z the one that actually stabbed you?
No, Jay-Z was not the guy who actually stabbed me that night.
Rivera said Jay-Z was not the guy that did it. He didn't stutter, he didn't dance around it, he flat out cleared Jay's name. Rivera described the scene as a complete chaos. 10 different people around him, people pushing, bottles breaking, bodies flying everywhere. He said someone in that crowd injured him, but it wasn't Jay. And now here's the wild part. Nas said the same thing back in 2001 on Ether. Your man did it and you took the blame. People dismissed it as battle rap. Turns out maybe Nas knew more than everybody thought. Rivera never revealed the real person's name. Classic no snitch street code. But the message was clear. Jay confronted him, Jay argued with him. But Jay actually did nothing apart from ruin his own night and nearly his own life. Today, everybody involved has moved on. Jay's a billionaire, a mogul, a Hall of Famer. Rivera's in film. The feud is dead. But that night remains one of the biggest what-ifs in hip-hop. What if the wrong person was blamed? What if Jay-Z really took the fall for somebody in his circle? What if the truth just got buried under the nightclub nose, police paperwork, and the early 2000s media madness? One thing is certain, inside that club, in the middle of the chaos, hip-hop could have lost one of the greatest artists before he ever reached his prime. Instead, the story became a legend. The truth stayed in the shadows, and the man at the center of it went on to become a global icon.